Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488.
Sheriff's deputies were sent out on November 29th to do a welfare check on Pahrump residents. Per the phone call that initiated the request, they identified Phyllis Bilicic. Bilicic told deputies that there were military people talking to her and advising her of one more suicide. A neighbor also called NCSO to report that Bilicic was outside screaming at invisible people. When deputies arrived, they could see and hear a woman on the front porch of the home yelling unintelligible words. The residence was enclosed by a tall fence and gate, and deputies were met by a large barking dog. Deputies asked the woman if she would get the dog so they could speak to her, and she stated several opposing replies to include, "He will not bite you," to "Get off my property," "Yes, you can help me," "Nobody can help me." Bilicic then picked up a plastic lawn chair and allegedly began to hurl it at the front window of the residence. When deputies entered the property, she began screaming expletives at them and that they took her stuff. When deputies asked if they could help, Bilicic grabbed a 2-by-2-foot speaker, held it over her head, and then allegedly threw it through the window of the residence. She yelled that the house was hers and she could do what she wanted, and she wanted the deputies to leave. Deputies asked her for her ID, and she began to pull it out of her wallet, but stopped, went into the house, and tried to shut the door. A deputy stopped the door from closing, and Bilicic asked them if they wanted to fight her. Deputies said that they wanted her ID, and then she lunged at them with both hands. Deputies were able to restrain Bilicic and place her in handcuffs. Neighbors advised that the people that used to live in the home moved to Las Vegas and were trying to sell the home. They said the Bilicic just showed up one day and has allegedly been squatting in the house there for 2 months. Neighbors said the Bilicic told them that the house was in legal process but was now hers from her brother. The sheriff's department was advised by the homeowners that there should be nobody in the house, and they requested that Bilicic be trespassed. Deputies determined that Bilicic had made unlawful entry into the house. Bilicic was arrested for residential burglary, unlawful occupancy of real property, false statement to obstruct a public officer, battery on a protected person, and destroying the property of another.